Hello, good evening. This is Shashina Gibbs, CEO and founder of Real Sisters Rising Women's Business Association. I am bringing to you an awesome interview with one of our amazing, phenomenal members, longtime dedicated women of Real Sisters Rising. She has been one of my best friends at times that I cannot even imagine. And we have built relationships. Being a part of this organization has opened up doors for many women and has helped many of the women connect and collaborate and take their business to the next level. This is one lady that I have watched grow from the beginning of starting her business outside of direct sales and within direct sales and just going to the next level. You know, a Real Sisters Rising Women Business Association is a membership-based organization. You can catch us on LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook. Just type in Real Sisters Rising. We're there. I want to introduce you now to our phenomenal Cee Cee Caldwell Miller. She is a holistic wellness practitioner.
Hi, hello. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for accepting this invitation.
I'm excited. You know, anytime you call, I am there to the best of my ability.
I tell you, people would have think that we sit with each other every day, all the time. And we have only physically met once in our life.
Absolutely.
And what happened when we first seen each other?
It was like we had known each other forever.
Yeah, we just read up
and I love
hey,
that.
girl, like, you know,
hey!
acting silly.
Absolutely.
Acting silly at a conference.
But that's life. You have to enjoy life. You have to enjoy life.
Yes.
And as a business owner, if you don't enjoy what you do, don't do it. That's just that simple.
Yes. Well, I have invited you to this interview because I'm going to say the world, to know more about you and what you do and how you're impacting women, people that you work with. And I'm quite sure men are affected by the awesomeness that you share. Can you briefly tell our audience what is it that you do as a holistic wellness practitioner?
Absolutely. What a holistic practitioner is, in a nutshell, is an individual. For me, I look at, we talk about health and wellness, but usually when you talk about health, we automatically go to the physical. And for me, I deal with people in a 360 fashion throughout using the 8 dimensions of wellness, because you're more than just a physical being. You're emotional, you're physical, you're social. You also there's the area of finance. So I deal with the total man or woman from head to toe, from inside to outside, because I believe that prevention is better than being medicated.
Yes, I agree. What would you say is some forms of prevention?
Number one, proper nutrition. You have to eat properly. And let me define what I mean when I say properly. I eat my hamburgers, my cheeseburgers. I eat what I like. I don't deprive myself, but I don't eat all of it. Have that piece of cake, but don't eat the whole cake. And
right.
don't eat cake every day.
You can make smaller portions as well.
Absolutely, and that's what I find we mess up, because we think we're eating proper portions and we're not. And the other thing is, you have to eat often. People think if your goal is to lose weight, that you starve yourself, and that is the furthest thing from the truth. If you want to lose weight, one of the things you need to do is to eat, but you need to eat properly. You need to eat smaller meals more times throughout the day. I say 6 mini meals a day.
How about one of the things I've done, I watch I forget the man's name. He was on, it could have been Oprah, one of the talk shows he was on a couple of years ago. And he was saying that, and I caught the tail end of it, so I didn't watch all of it. But one of the things he was saying that you can eat hamburgers, cheeseburgers, pancakes and all this stuff, just remove the condiments. So say like I have my oatmeal and I won't put sugar or butter in it. I'll have plain oatmeal, but I'll have the flavored oatmeal because they already have some of the stuff. So I figure if you put in sugar, they already have all that sugar in it.
Right.
You just add into it. So if I'm having certain things, I'll take away the condiments. When I drink tea now, I don't even add my sugar. What do you think?
And what I think is this. There are so many different programs, plans, systems for health, wellness, weight loss, and all of it. And what I tried them because I'm not going to recommend anything that I have not tried myself. So I am the biggest guinea pig that there will ever be, as far as I'm concerned. Before I share something with you, I've experienced it myself, good, bad, or indifferent. But different programs work for people. Everything doesn't work for everybody. So
right.
You really have to find, that's why I suggest that people connect with a practitioner or a wellness coach. So you have somebody that can walk you through the process and help you find the best program, system, or what have you that is best for you. I use butter sometimes. I have absolutely been able to retrain my taste buds so I don't need those things.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a process. But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself a question. How important is my health? How important is my health, and what am I willing to do to be better and to do better?
Right.
And don't make it so complicated, because it really is not that complicated. Eat 6 small meals a day. Make sure you get some protein. Make sure you get your water in every day. Make sure you get some supplementation, because if you don't eat everything that you need to be eating, your body still needs the nutrients.
Mm-hmm.
I am a NutriBullet junkie.
I think the NutriBullet is like an awesome, amazing tool, appliance to have around. I don't have one anymore. I didn't utilize it. I gave it away because I didn't use it. My sister has one, and she be making some really nice shakes and smoothies, and they be tasting really good. It's stuff I wouldn't probably make myself because I'm like, ew.
And that's what you think, but it's a learning process. Because, say, for example, I hear people all the time, "Cee Cee, I'm not hungry." And sometimes I'm not hungry, but I make a NutriBlast, or I have a protein shake, so I do it in liquid form. But you have to make sure that you're getting your protein, your fiber, and things that your body needs, because your body uses it for energy. So if you don't feed your body, how would you have the energy to work out?
Right.
I don't even like to say work out, because that word, for me, or exercise, what I say is I need to go play.
Okay. Make it fun and exciting.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I want to touch on the mental illness, because we have, in our world today, we have been hearing about a lot of things that's going on. And a lot of it, to me, like people are going through mental illness. When I read your book and talking to you, many of us, we don't think about the mental illness. We always say, oh, somebody, they crazy, they stupid, they this, that. Not realizing there was something going on with them mentally, not physically. They don't have HIV, they wasn't hit, shot, there's something going on with them mentally. And a lot of this police brutality, black on black crime, all these things, people are doing things, and I think it's a form of, mental illness. You could correct me if I'm wrong. And then we have the situation with Robin Williams.
Yes, yes.
All this leads back to some form of mental illness, whether I had a conversation with a friend a couple of days ago, and we talk about, he was saying that, we have all these kids shooting each other, robbing each other, doing all kinds of stuff. And there's a root problem. And he goes all the way back to slavery and all this stuff. I said there's also something not as deep as that far back, but it could be from in the house that's going on right now in their home.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That this is how they are, what's the right word? This is how they're dealing with it. Their mom could be in the house getting beat up. There may not be food in the house. They might be embarrassed or something. So instead of talking to somebody, they'd rather go beat somebody up.
Because in mental health, it is critical that we don't turn our eyes off of what's going on in this world today in regards to mental health. One of the things I believe is that we have gotten so preoccupied with our own stuff that we don't pay attention to the signals of the people around us. And if you are a parent, it is your responsibility to know your child. So, for example, if something is off, if you were paying attention, you could catch it. But we have a lot of distractions today.
Some people are ashamed to say something is wrong with their child.
And I think we really got to, and I get that. I really, really get that. But at the end of the day, as parents, we have a responsibility. Our children depend on us to love them unconditionally, to take care of them, to train them, to teach them, to rear them, to set the example. So we have to, as adults, I believe we got to get over ourselves. Because our young people are losing their minds and losing their lives, and we ain't opening our mouths because we are what? Ashamed that somebody's going to think something? I don't care what you think about me if I can help save the life of my child.
Right.
And if I don't know something, and this is the other thing, if you don't know something, you have to be willing to ask. It takes a village to raise a child, and here is why. We all have been through something in our lives. Everybody has a backstory. Everybody has a story to tell. We've all been through something. But, back in the day, we used to hear what goes on in the house stays in the house. Absolutely not, because that's where the problems occur. And if we sweep things under the rug, which is what we have been doing and not dealing with them, then the people deal with it in the best way they know how. And some of them, alcohol, drugs, depression, because they are shameful, they feel guilty. And it goes to show you, even with the Robin Williams situation, to the people on the outside, he had it all.
Right.
So some would say he had money, he had fame, he had family, he had love. How could he be depressed? Because money don't buy happiness.
That's right. And we, as the fans, I would say, we fans, and all we see is what they allow us to see. What the media allow us to see, what he allow us to see, what his publicists allow us to see.
Right.
We're not in his household or any of these people's households that are going through all these different things, these young kids, these even grown adults and stuff going through. We see with Whitney Houston. We seen her going in downspin, but we don't really know what
was going on.
That stuff. We don't know who she was arguing and fighting with, or what bills she couldn't pay, because sometimes money would be the cause of these problems, or anything like that. When these kids walk out their house and they're just looking for a way to release that stress, and they take it in the wrong direction, we don't know why that kid got killed. We don't know what was going on in his mind. We don't know what's going on in the house, because guess what? People are not going to tell you the whole story.
No.
They're going to say, oh, he was a troublemaker, he did this, he did that, he didn't go to school. But what was going on behind them closed doors? Was somebody molesting him?
We don't probe into that. See, but that's the other thing. We don't. The reason we don't ask the question is because we don't really want to hear the answer, because then we might have to do something.
Mhm. And what's causing?
Because if a child comes to school and you ask the question and they answer it, you might not have been prepared for the response. But now, what are you going to do? And I don't really want to get involved in nobody else's situation. We're supposed to be involved. We are our brother's keeper.
Yeah, because it could be our child.
Absolutely. But we have to ask ourselves the question. But the main thing is, a lot of people have not been taught how to cope. So they resort to what they see their friends do.
Right.
What they resort to, what they see on television, because our kids have yet to understand that TV is TV. That's entertainment.
Do you can you share some signs of mental illness that people may, some obvious signs that people can, look for, or even some not so obvious signs that even as a parent you might pick up?
I would say, number one, if your child is normally outgoing and fun-loving, and all of a sudden their character changes, where they're withdrawn, they're quiet, or they're angry and they never used to be, and disrespectful, and you see that they're lying and different things that that was not your child, that means something is going on. Something has either happened to them, i.e., in the case of if you have a daughter, and your daughter was the happiest thing that you would ever see. She would smile, and she had light in her eye, and then all of a sudden you notice that light wasn't there. Something went on, and you need to probe, and you need to look, and you need to be more attentive, and you need to ask questions. When you see people that I can feel when somebody else is heavy or going through something. I can see it, because actually I'm looking for it. Because if I can help them in any way. I had someone just last week was having a moment, called me, and yes, I had other things that I had to do, but getting them out of the state that they were in was more important. So we have to be willing to sacrifice our plans to make sure that our children are okay, our husbands, our wives, our boyfriends, our girlfriends, or whoever reaches out to us, because we don't know if the word that we say is going to prevent them from wanting to take their life. What would have happened, and I'm not blaming anybody when I say this, but what would have happened had Robin Williams' wife went to look for him instead of just assuming he was asleep? But she was rushing out the door to go do what she had to do. And I'm not blaming her, but I'm just saying, if we step back a second and say, you know what? My husband didn't come to bed. I need to go investigate this situation.
Right.
Then it may have been a different situation. But even prior to that, we say we're busy. I hear people talk about being busy, 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 and I keep telling people, you ain't that busy, because God created the world in 6 days and rested on the seventh.
Mm-hmm.
And you ain't creating nowhere near what he created. So if he could rest, so can you.
My kids are very aggressive when it comes to needing to talk to me. Sometimes they don't tell me directly, like something's going on. Like my youngest, Diamond, if I'm at the computer working and she say, Mommy, I got to ask you something, I'll be like, hold on. If it's something serious, she'll stand right in front of me and just stare at me until I stop.
Right.
So it's time to stop.
Right, because there's something, and she needs it addressed. And I know as business women, we get engrossed in what we're doing because we on this grind. Because we're working to provide for our families. But the one thing I say is this: we may be working to provide for our families, but more than anything, our families want us more than they want anything else.
Yes, I have experienced that. So a lot of times I had to step back from business and deal with the kids, even if it's just sitting down watching TV with them or listening to what happened in school that day.
Right.
And when I do my parent workshops, I tell the parents, I said, when your kids, there was a mom there, she has 8 kids. So, after school, her house is really busy. So I understand, she tells me her daughter comes in, and her oldest one, and she's want to tell her about everything that happened. And I told her what it is that you're her first best friend. She want to tell you about Kathy, Keisha, and Susie and Tasha, what they did, because she can talk to them, but she can't really share all her feelings. Because guess what? That's going to cause problems if she really tells them how she really feel about whatever that situation was. But she can come to you and share all the glorious details about the whole situation. But when you push her back and don't want to talk, and then when it's time for you to talk to her, she don't want to talk to you because you've been pushing her away all this time. I think, we just like they say, the father is the first love of daughters. We, some mothers, is also their first best friend.
Absolutely. And I know that 8 kids is a lot of kids, but but as a parent, you still have to give each kid some time, because some kids need it more than others, and that's why I said you have to get to know your kids, because you'll know if I'm cooking dinner, let me have Lisa and Denise come in and help me cook dinner. And, and Michael, he likes to cook too, so I'm going to have them help me in the kitchen. That's family time for them. They spend the time with their mother. Even though they're sharing the time, they're still getting the time. And we have to understand, if we don't spend time with our kids, that's why we have the increase in gang activity, because gangs are family to them. They show them love, and this is what they're supposed to be getting at home.
I agree.
So we have to, or you enlisted another parent, another mother that got kids, and say, okay, you know what, we're going to work together, because I know you work, and I work, and I know you got 8 kids, I may have 2, so with us that's 10, and how can I help you? Maybe I can take the girls off your hands, and, for a couple of hours, and I'm going to the mall, maybe I can take them with me. It's really, again, about, yes, it takes a village to raise a child, and being willing to let people help you. Because you can't do it by yourself. We weren't created to do things alone.
Many parents don't like to ask for help because they don't want people to think they can't manage. A lot of us women, we actually need someone to talk to get away from all the 8 kids. I don't care if you got 1 kid. Sometimes 1 kid, a business, and a full-time job, and possibly a husband, dog and a cat, could be just too much. You just maybe need to go meet your girlfriend at Starbucks, have a latte or whatever it is you drink, 1 hour away from the house, and just let your hair down and talk, laugh.
You are absolutely right, because I did that yesterday with some of my sister friends, and we had a great time, a couple of hours. And then we went our separate ways back to our lives. But we were able to sit and be women. And we don't do that enough.
No, we need to, and we need to spread that message. Everybody's doing these challenges that harm their bodies and make them, and other challenges that make them look stupid.
Crazy.
Let's have these. Let's do a challenge of me time, a me time challenge.
Right.
A 30-day me time challenge. What can you do in 30 days?
That you take some time out every day
20 minutes a day.
For yourself.
Just do something. Just go have a cup of tea in the kitchen. Look, if you have to hide in the bathroom.
If you got to go sit out in your car and take your favorite book, because you know you love to read.
Yes.
And and it's summer reading, and I just got into Christian fiction. I've been reading me some good ones. Holy Seduction and Holy Revenge by Jessica A. Robinson. You got to get it if you haven't. I mean, Whirlwind. And she just released her latest, Holy Deception. but these have been some good books. But these have been my summer reads, and I found the time.
To post that on the Facebook, on my Facebook page, because I just posted, I'm interviewing, so post that there, so that way, other people that will be listening, that they can find the link, or find the title of the book.
Absolutely, because I've enjoyed them. I got to get this last one, but these will have been my summer guilty pleasures, if you will, because I read every day. I read all the time because it's important to read. You read, you learn, you grow.
Right. Okay. We talked about the mental illness and getting healthy and stuff. Well, a lot of people that knows you personally know all the multi-businesses that you have, but the audience may not know about the 101 businesses that you have. What are some of your businesses that you are running currently right now? Maybe just 3.
Well, number one, let me let him laugh a little bit. My AKA is Mrs. Opportunity for a reason.
That's right. I used to wonder why.
Now I'm sure you know now though.
What year was that? I used to wonder, why she say that?
Mrs. Opportunity, because I'm a believer of multiple streams of income. I believe that you have to position yourself so if one gate is slow, another one could be working for you.
Right.
So that's where really network marketing came in for me. Mm-hmm. I started off with Mary Kay many, many years ago, and I really just got involved because I wanted a discount on the products. I don't like paying full price for nothing if I can help it. That's to be honest.
That's right.
If I could be transparent for a moment. But then when I realized there was a business opportunity in it, I said, wait a minute. I can get my own products at a discount, and I might be able to make some money? And I said, okay. But I wasn't really, really serious. I mean, I was serious enough to want to check it out, but I didn't realize the industry the way it is today. Mm-hmm. And hence, throughout the years, I've gotten involved in network marketing businesses, some that were ethical, some that were not, some that did what they said they were going to do, some that were not. But currently, right now, I'm involved in, of course, as a holistic practitioner, I made the decision to connect with some health and wellness network marketing businesses so that I had a great offering of products that I could offer my client base. And longevity is the main one currently, and longevity has products from essential oils to nutritional supplements, energy drinks, mineral makeup, bath and body products, candles, you name it, skincare. It's something for everybody. It really, really is. Jewelry, clothing. So that's like what I call you having your own personal little GNC.
And do you use any of those products?
Yes.
And the reason I ask that because, I'm also in direct sales, and I tell people, one of the ways to get more sales is become the product.
Oh, you have to be a product of the product. That to me, when people do that, when people are in something and they don't use it themselves, that's a problem for me. Mm-hmm. Because how can you share with me something you don't really have an experience with?
Exactly. You have to let people know that you believe in what you're doing.
Absolutely.
So you invested time, and you have to have this energy to share with other people. And if they say, well, do you use the product? And if you say no, you probably lost $1 million sale right there.
Absolutely. Why do I want to work with you if you're not using your own stuff? To me, and this is something that I think is key, it's about me building relationships and helping people. It's not about me making them feel like they are a dollar bill.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have people that are just out here to get people's money, and that's it. Mm-hmm. For me, I'm a servant, and I want you to have whatever you need that will make your life easier.
And because I know you, I know that you mean exactly what you say, and you have never changed. And
that's just, it's just me. I just want people to live the best life. and that's in every area of their life. And so longevity, like I said, is one company, but I also believe it's important that what you clean your house with be safe.
And what company is?
And I connected with a company called Radiantly You, which is a line of products, household cleaning products that are natural, non-toxic. And one of my favorite is their tub and tile. Oh, it's a miracle. I love it. Absolutely love it. And it's, we're used to the products we buy in the supermarket. What is that? Formula 44 or 40-something or other, and then Clorox and this, that, and the other. And
I'm going to tell you, I don't know if you ever heard of it, but I like Awesome, and I get it from the dollar store.
Dollar store. Awesome is awesome. Yes.
That's
absolutely.
I think I didn't think it could do.
Yeah.
My oldest daughter has this thing with, I don't know why she touched my walls when she putting on her makeup. It's always makeup on the wall. I don't know if she wipe her face on the wall or what she do, but that stuff.
Yeah, Awesome is really, really good.
It is not to play with.
But it's important for people to realize that when I speak from a holistic perspective, it's not just what you put in your body. It's what you ingest. It's what you put on. So when I found Radiantly You, and I actually make products myself. So
wait, before you move on, the reason why I mentioned the Awesome, because it is awesome. However, it does have like a odor or something.
Yeah. And see,
the product
this is the
that
thing,
you're
though.
talking about,
it is completely 100% natural, organic, no additives. It has essential oils. And when you clean your home, if you have children, because this is key, when you have these products in your home and you have children, we know on the back of the bottle it's a skull and a crossbone that says it's poisonous, but we keep buying it. And that's just the real deal. And some of us say, well, because I really want my house clean. I really want your house clean too, but I want your kids alive while you cleaning it.
Yeah, the kids, the pets.
Everything. So
I know,
we have to be more wise,
Like my dogs, I have a cat too. So if I'm on the floor with these products and they go lick the floor, I don't know what's going to happen to them.
Right. And you're dead on. So I am very passionate about holistic wellness and educating people and getting us to make better choices. And yes, in some cases, you may have to spend a little bit more money, right? But in some cases, you don't.
But one thing about those products, usually they last longer.
Absolutely, because they're concentrated, for one.
Right.
So so a little bit goes a long way. And so I love them. So again, that's connecting with something in products that I could offer my clients that can really, because people say I don't have time. Cee Cee, I don't have time to figure this out, or I don't have time to I don't want to make it myself. You may do it yourself, but I don't feel like making it. That's okay. I got you. Remember I said earlier, I'm the guinea pig, so I'll try it. If I don't like it, you'll know.
Right. So
if I love it, you'll know.
Do you have a website that our listeners can go to if they are interested in any of your multiple businesses?
Absolutely. You can go to, for my holistic practice, you can go to thewellnessarchitect.info, because I help you renovate your life from the inside out by equipping you with the tools to live your best life today. And if you're interested in the businesses,
I like that.
Well, that's what I do, the wellness architect, because it's about your life. It's not about me. It's about what you want to accomplish. It's about what area you want to work on. And see, that's where I come from. I don't tell you what you should do, because I don't believe people should tell people what they should do. I work with you to decide what it is you desire to do, and then we work together, but you got to do the work. I'm the guide. I'm the compass. I'm the resource. but the homework and the legwork is yours.
Right.
Because it's your life. Because at the end of the day, when I share with you what I share with you, when I coach you through what I coach you with, I'm still living my own life in the process. So I'm still going to do what I have to do. I can't make you do anything, but I can empower you with the tools and the resources to live a better life, and that's what I aim to do. But if they're interested also in the businesses, of course, they can go to mrsopportunity.info for more information.
Everyone, don't forget, visit the websites, check out the books, the recommended books that Ms. Cee Cee is reading currently. Get your summer reads. Summer's still going on. Kids about to go back to school. I know you're looking for something to do. Read a book. Don't do something constructive. Stretch your brain. Visit her websites, and I want to thank you, Cee Cee, for sharing all your amazing journey with all your different businesses. I know there's probably other things she can tell you. You can contact Cee Cee, find her on Facebook. What is your email address or Facebook you want to share?
You can email me at mrsopportunity@gmail.com.
Okay, and she can really help you. Weight loss, back pain, stress. She can really help you with some tips and some ideas and help you get rid of those pains. So don't be afraid to contact Ms. Cee Cee. If you can't reach her, if you forget the website or you're in your car, you couldn't, write it down, you can find me, Shashina Gibbs, on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Real Sisters Rising, and send me a message. If you're already my friend on Facebook, send me an inbox message, and I will connect you to the phenomenal Cee Cee. I want to thank you, Cee Cee, and I want to thank the listeners for being here today. And
I thank you. This has been absolutely incredible. I always enjoy sharing, and when we get together, we have a good time. So whether it's in person,
we were supposed to only go for 30 minutes, but you know how we do.
But knowledge and information is power, and as you can see, when we get to talking and sharing, I'm here to serve. I'm a servant, and that's what I am. So I just want your listeners to know, when I say, if you reach out to me, Mrs. Opportunity on Facebook, or The Wellness Architect, I have a page on Facebook, you can find me, Google me, and then you can learn a lot more about who I am. But just know this. If you don't know anything else, just know Cee Cee's purpose is to empower, encourage, enlighten you so that you live your best life authentically on your terms.
Get it, girl. And that's it. That's a wrap for the night.
Goodbye, everybody.
Good night.